Sasquatch WV with a new video today. Currently en route to Eastern Kanawha County to meet up with an old friend and co-worker of mine. Partly cloudy today. Riding Eastern Kanawha County. It's been a while since I've been down this way, so hope y'all enjoy the video. Well, say road boy. Well, shoot. Ah, crap. Oop. little muddy.
What is it?
Little muddy.
Just a little bit.
What's that?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. There he is.
what I say. I knew that trail was gonna be probably gross.
Whoa! Well, this is cool.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
Oh yeah, me too. smooth. See if my camera's up. Yep, red dot is on. Okay folks, we are back home getting ready to wash up the Raptor. Just want to show you guys all the products that I like to use washing my Raptor. Been using the Alco dirt bike and ATV wash. Been using this for about 1.5 years now. Works really well. It's I believe it's family owned and operated, like a mom and pop style business. In the past I used to use the slick off-road wash. This works, I think this works a lot better than the slick products. That's just my opinion, and based on what I've seen, it really makes my bike shine. It is a little cheaper than the slick products. What I'd like to do is I like to pour it in my foam cannon. It foams up really well. I don't dilute it, I just pour it straight into the foam cannon. Over here we have the Motol chain cleaner. In my opinion, this is the best chain cleaner that you can buy. It just melts away all the gunk and dirt and crusties in your chain. I've used this for years and it works really well. And for chain lube, in the past I would just use the Max chain and cable lube from Napa Auto Parts, but I saw this at the local dealership in Charleston. This is the Muck Off brand, off-road all-weather chain lube. Just used it last week. Seems to work pretty well. Along with that, I will be cleaning my air filter today. I also purchased this air filter cleaner by Muck Off. Been seeing Muck Off brand on Instagram and a little bit of YouTube. People seem to like it pretty well. And I just recently switched to Bel-Ray foam filter oil. In the past I just used the Uni foam filter oil that's in a spray can. You just spray it on. My opinion, the spray on style foam filter oil, or just filter oil in general, I don't think it works as good as if you would use the actual oil and lather your filter up. I feel like this style, not in the spray can, works better for filtering and protecting your engine. And I noticed on this past ride, my bike didn't get nearly as choked up as bad as when I was running the oil in a can. But also, where I'm running the FCI intake, I want to show you guys, I'm not necessarily knocking Fuel Customs intake. They have an awesome intake system and it works really well, but here is a thing to remember if you ride a lot of mud and water like I do. So here is my FCI intake. And as you can tell, there are some water splotches inside the intake tube. In the past, I have noticed my bike does get choked up a little bit, even running a well-oiled Uni foam filter instead of the K&N style. Just one thing to remember, if you are in the market for an aftermarket intake, just be aware if you ride a lot of mud and water, I would definitely recommend making sure your air filter is well lubricated. So, which is why I switched from the Uni aerosol style oil cans to the Bel-Ray foam filter oil. That's just my 2 cents. As mentioned, I'm not knocking FCI by any means. This is a great intake. This really improved the throttle response of my Raptor. And another thing to point out is there are no drains on this box. So what I had to do is I drilled, if y'all can see that, focus. I did drill about 3 holes right here just so the water can drain out, because I noticed before I did this there was some water puddling up in there. So like I said, this isn't a gripe. I just want to let everyone know, if you have an FCI intake and if you're experiencing this, just make sure your filter is well cleaned and oiled. And after each big ride that you do, I would recommend washing and oiling up your air filter again, just to protect your engine. Alright, the first coat is washed off. I like to pre-soak it really well. I like to blast off all the heavies on it before I apply the foam application. But, I mean, this is all touchless. What I like to do again, use straight water, get all the heavies off. After that's good and cleaned off, use the foam, let it sit for about a minute or two, don't let it dry, and blast it all off, and this is the end result. So now, what I like to do is I like to take my wash mitt. I've got my wash bucket over here. Put a little bit of Alco cleaner in that. I'm going to use a scrub brush. the wash mitt to put a little elbow grease on the nooks and crannies. Going to take my seat off, going to take my cowl off, wash under my radiator. Alright, just put some elbow grease on it with my wash bit and brush. This is the second coating, and as you can tell, it foams up really, really well. And a keynote, I like to stick a microfiber rag up in my intake. That way I don't get no water up in there. And I'm going to take my wash mitt and brush over it again. Get her all squeaky clean. Okay folks, pretty sure I got her good and clean. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you all like this video. And again, if you're in the market for a good product, Alco is the way to go. And all these other products I showed you, very, very happy with Alco. Very happy with the Bell Ray and the Muck Off stuff. Good stuff. Oh, and y'all might laugh at me, but another good alternative, scrubbing bubbles. Believe it or not, this is really good stuff to use. So what I like to do with this, the day after I wash my bike, before I put the detailer on it, and yes, I do detail my quad, I'll use this. If I missed a spot or two, spray some of this on there. Cleans it up really, really well. So this is laying around your house. It's a good alternative. Alright guys, once again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all liked the video. God bless you all and take care.